Friends, welcome to CaFFe Gospel Ministries. One of the most powerful word of God that speaks to human life is in Isaiah chapter 48. The grass withers and the flowers fall, but the word of our God endures forever. In the Gospel, we listen to the most powerful word of God speaking to human fear and fragility. John chapter 11:25. I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. This revelation converts Martha's agony, mourning, doubt, and crisis into a powerful proclamation. She proclaims, Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Christ. Martha proclaims Christ not after the raising up of his brother, but on the graveside and knowing that his brother is under the earth decaying. Friends, the Word of God is powerful to raise you up from any shadows of sadness, separation, and death. Death is in fact a real point of crisis. When meeting with decay and death, we all face it with a question of faith. In the first reading, we read from Ezekiel chapter 37, a message of tremendous hope. The chapter begins with the Spirit of God setting the prophet in the middle of a valley. As we all know, valley comes in between two mountains or hills, and biblically it was a place where battles were being fought. The two armies come down from the mountains and meet at the valley. And now, where the prophet stands is a valley full of bonds, dry and disconnected bonds. If we can understand the worst curses in the Old Testament in Deuteronomy chapter 38 is to be thrown in the open without a proper burial, to be eaten up by the birds and the animals. Now where the prophet is standing, it is the valley of worst curse, and symbolically it stands for Israel. Israel is in Babylon, waiting for their death in the exile. They are cut off, totally in loss of their dignity as human beings. There comes a message of hope from prophet Ezekiel. The question in the vision is, can these bones live? The natural answer should be an undoubted no. But the prophet says, Oh Lord, you know. This is here we meet the question of faith and the answer of faith. Can these bones live? And the answer should be a no, but prophet answers with the answer of faith. Oh Lord, you know. In faith, Ezekiel preaches to the dry bones. Ezekiel is a preacher to the time of crisis, place of extreme hopelessness, and to the moment of death. And God brings this message of life. The Word of God brings radical transition from death to life, curse to blessing, and hopelessness to hope. Through the preaching of the Word, hope fills in the zones of gloom and dryness, and disconnected people find the message of life. Friends, Lent invites to know the power of resurrection and life over the death and decay that hides within our body. If you can visit a terminally ill friend or neighbor this week, please do so. Listen to them. It's a moment of the Spirit. Romans chapter 8. The Spirit of Him who raised Jesus from the dead is living in you. Don't plan your life looking towards grave, but on the power of resurrection. Jesus says, I am the resurrection and life. He who believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. Know the power of the word that can touch you within your grave. The Spirit of Him who raised Jesus from the dead is living in you. God bless you all. Father Tony.